So the session that we had less than a week ago was to talk about the retention problem that he's got, and that it's not a recruitment problem. It's not that he's just got to be able to find an easy way of being able to replace them. It's about being able to plug the bath and the hole that he's got in the business to find out as to why it is that if he's got such a great little business that other members of the team don't see it as such and choose to move on. Sometimes out of the industry, sometimes for the same salary. So it's not your usual circumstances, it's not your usual culprits as to why somebody might choose to leave. So we spent a session just looking at Pete and his business through the eyes of a disenfranchised or unsatisfied employee. And what we quickly identified wasn't about the vision or the values, it wasn't about the battle plan that we spoke about in one of the previous episodes. It wasn't about where he wanted to be able to take the business. It was his command and control. The fact that Pete still needed to have control over every single aspect of the business. That there was so much micromanagement going on that the employee turned up and did the work, but almost disengaged as they turned up in the morning because everything was being controlled and managed on their behalf. They didn't have to think, was a leaving comment from one of the last people out the door. I got sick to death. I was bored, was what they wrote on their leaving sheet. And when I followed up and I questioned them, I sent an email, I introduced myself, I told them who I was, what I was doing. I provided some form of incentive for them to be able to give me some open, honest and transparent feedback about why they'd chosen to leave. And they said some lovely things about Pete.